And what happened was one of them pissed me off, and that's when I called you in
I was
California.
in California.
She pissed me off, and I was like, okay, yeah, she's out. And so now
So
they were down to
sorry.
2.
So sorry.
So I was down to 2. And the other one said something, and I was like, okay, yeah, you're out. And I was
I had
like,
no idea.
and I was like, Bernie.
You just knew it. That was
Yeah,
it. That was
I was
the
like,
last
yeah,
one
it
on
was,
the list.
you.
I rose at the top like butter in the pot.
Butter in the pot?
Don't butter rise fat? Grease?
Don't say
Okay,
that.
never mind.
Be quiet.
Edit that.
No.
Wait, don't that rise in the pot?
It does, but you didn't rise in the top like butter. That's just not.
Pause.
No pause.
Is that a pause?
That's not a pause moment. Just be
But
quiet.
everybody
it's my
loves
story.
bacon and butter and all that. That's
It was clear out of all the women that I knew, Bernie had the qualifications in terms of character, in terms of like who she was as a person, how she treated me. Really, for real. Oh, this is another good point. Ooh, this is a good
another
good point.
myth and lesson.
I don't know if it's a myth or lesson. It's
Here's
a lesson.
nugget. Here's a nugget. That's what we'll call it. Is it a nugget?
Bernie was the best person for me because I understood what I wanted to do in life. And Bernie was the best person for me to do that with.
Say that again.
Bernie was the best person for me because I understood what I wanted to do in life, and Bernie was the best person for me to do it with.
How did you know that I would fit into what you wanted to do in life?
I mean, we worked together, so I knew you were a strong Christian woman. You were condemning me for going to Freaknik.
Well,
I mean, and so
that's just the way I was raised.
As a Christian woman, I knew that I did not have to worry about your just biblical principles. I knew that they were there. I wouldn't have to if anything, I would have to pull you from being church mother.
He had to teach me about grace because I ain't really learned about grace coming up in church. I ain't learned about grace.
But those values I wouldn't have to deal with. And you were genuinely a caring and I wouldn't say sensitive, but you were concerned about what was fair.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You were like, if it's not fair, then you shouldn't do it.
I don't understand.
It's not fair.
Not fair.
So you were just a nice person. So I was like, those are some good. I mean, there's a lot more, but those are the underlying values that influence a lot of your decisions and how you interacted with people and what you said and how you talked and stuff like that.
And you know what it is? I took and this how I had to learn a lot of lessons because the world is evil. I took people until I was in my past, I took people at face value. I mean, if you said something, then I just believed you.
Yeah.
So when I ran into a bunch of liars who literally lied about things that was unnecessary, you didn't even have to lie about the sky being blue or whatever. I'm going to take your word as face value, but I ran into people that just killed my trust, whatever. So I what you were seeing was genuine, faith in people who to say when you're talking, who you are, right. You believe what you're saying, and we're all talking real stuff here, face value. That's how I took people until I couldn't.
Right.
Until I found out that the world is evil and people don't think that same way, and you have to be careful and keep that head on swivel. But when people run in their mouth, so now I know easily when stuff don't make sense, it's a lie.
Okay.
That's what I be telling people because. You have a woman intuition, and it's something don't seem right about that. That is always inside a woman, and whenever you feel that, there's something going on. If you want to see another clip of this episode, click here. If you want to see the full episode, click here.